Hey guys, what's up? This is Big coming to you from GNA today. So today is February 13th, 2016, and it was reported today from the San Antonio Express News that Associate Justice Antonin Scalia was found dead today. And the reason I'm talking about that on my channel is because it really is bad news for gun rights, and as that being a direct descendant of the Second Amendment to our Constitution. Scalia was a huge proponent of gun rights and was a strong supporter of the Second Amendment, which he was a strong supporter of the Constitution, and was very influential in shaping people's thinking of the original intent of the Constitution. Going back and thinking about what was in our founders' minds when they wrote the Constitution and what did they mean then, and how can we apply those same principles and same ideas to what's happening today? Instead of the other side of that coin, where people want to believe that the Constitution is a living, breathing document, and that we can shape it and mold it to whatever we want it to be. Because honestly, there's a lot of people today who really wish that we could do away with a lot of the Constitution. That we could just get that out of the way, that it's old news, that it's written by people who lived 250 years ago that don't understand the complexities of the world that we live in today, and that we need to be able to shape that and mold that Constitution to make it fit to our world today. Well, they came from tyranny, and they were writing a constitution, they were writing a document to govern this land, to keep it free from that mindset. Yeah, we may have new technology and different things that they didn't then, but the human heart is in the same condition that it was 250 years ago or 1,000 years ago. That people are corrupted by power, and whenever they get a little taste for it, they want more and more and more. If you allow that to go unchecked and give the government all the power, it will become a tyranny. That hasn't changed. The human heart has not changed from 250 years ago. So we don't need to change our document based off what we believe today, because us living in America today are so removed and so separated from that idea of living under tyranny that we can't fathom that, and we can't think about how terrible that could be. We're just working ourselves away from the wisdom that they had as they wrote the Constitution, and we're getting ourselves where we're just giving more and more authority to the government. And yes, I believe that government's necessary for some things, but whenever we just willingly keep giving them more and more and more and more authority, we're moving away from the original intent of the Constitution. And that's what Scalia talked about, is we needed to go back and look at the original intent. And so in his passing today, it's bad news for gun rights lovers and for Second Amendment lovers in general, and for people who just even love the Constitution. So we need to pray for this country, and we need to decide which side we're on, and realize that it's kind of like the idea that in America, and I truly believe this, that we've got fat and happy, that things have been so easy for so long that we can't fathom what it's like to live in third world country conditions. And if we were ever forced to live in that, we would have no idea how to function. And we've just gotten fat and happy. And same thing as it goes for tyranny, that we're so removed from that we don't know it. We don't know what it's like, and we're just like running towards a cliff. We're just running as hard as we can, just going to drive off that cliff. Wanted to pass along that information. If you haven't seen it already, it'll definitely be coming out, and hopefully the Senate will block that and keep any new nominations happening until the new election, and God forbid Hillary is elected. Hopefully we'll get somebody in there that will have the mindset of putting in somebody that will be have the same idea as Scalia did. The problem is there are probably people who could fill that position very well, but there's not going to be anybody who can do it like Scalia did. He was just the man as far as all that was concerned. So I hope that we can wait till after the election, and I hope that we can get somebody good in there to fill his position. This is B coming to you from GNA Today. Thanks for watching.